Shabiwa here. Today I have with me the Iron Lady, aka Margaret Thatcher.
Woo! Yeah, Margaret Thatcher!
You!
Hello, Margaret.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm very good.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh God, now I'm in one of those moods where I have to live everything.
Okay.
Woo, now I'm crying. Okay. So, Margaret, let's start out by talking about your time in the House of Commons. What was your reaction when you eliminated the school program that gave free milk to school children to people calling you Thatcher the Milk Snatcher?
Well, I thought it was rather rubbish that people would call me such a rugged name. I was voted into the House of Commons in 1959, and from there I thought I'd make all good decisions for our country. Our economy was in shatters. So when I took away the free milk program, I felt like it was doing better for people to purchase the milk, so the milk companies would get more money, and the wealth would spread throughout the country after that. If people are used to getting free things, then they're just going to expect it all their lives. They won't need to work hard for it. So in my run, when I became Prime Minister, it happened to be that the inflation decreased from 27% to 2.5%. See, obviously, it made a very huge impact.
Yes, it did. Yeah, it did. Okay. Oh, that is good tea. Okay. People. Okay. Anyways, speaking of when you were Prime Minister, in 1979, that year that things happened, I'm sorry. Tell me a little bit about the term Thatcherism.
It's
all right.
Thatcherism refers to many of my outlooks, such as a zealous regard for the interests of the individual, an unwavering approach to achieving my goals, and fierce nationalism.
Yeah, okay. Good job, Margaret.
Thank you.
Okay. Poor Margaret Thatcher. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about your time as Prime Minister. Your first term had a real impact on Britain's economy. Tell me how you handled that.
Well, first what I did was I used what is called the term privatization. And in order to apply privatization to a country, you have to take the businesses owned by the corporates, which is the government, and then you have to give them to individual owners, such as the CEOs of a company not being government officials anymore. Although the results were both good and bad, like the critics said, they'd all be bad, so I did have a higher stand from there. However, one of the downfalls was the result was an increase in the unemployment rate. I also managed to reduce the inflation rate from 27% to 2.5%, like I said before. So, although there are both ups and downs, I think it balances out, therefore making a huge impact.
Well, good. Okay. Yay. Okay. Woo. So, Margaret, who was your main influence when you got into politics?
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I've always been very interested in the politics world. See, my father, he was everything to me. He was a grocer. He owned 2 shops in England. He was a strong businessman, and he gave us very good moral values as kids, me and my sister. And also, he brought me to some of his meetings sometimes to go and see how the politics world ran. He valued education, good morals, and pretty much my father got me into this, and he supported me having my own opinion, which clearly everybody could see. And ever since then, I just loved the politics world.
Well, that's all of the time we have today. Thank you very much, Margaret, for letting me interview you today.
Anytime.
See you later.
Margaret Thatcher, and I'm here to say I'm 86 years old and still alive today. Born October 13th, 1925, survived 3 strokes, it's a miracle I'm still alive. Married Dennis Thatcher in 1951. 2 years later came a daughter and a son. A very good friend named Ronald Reagan shared the views with me that Soviets were pagan.
Set.
Studied at Oxford University. Years later, I used my gender to get me sympathy. The conservative views is how I roll. The Liberal Labour Party is out of control. Won the Falkland Islands from Argentina. Since 2000, I've been diagnosed with dementia. Word.